So I got an idea with this account. I'm gonna make it the strongest possible Zerker as it can be. So some things we can do to make it the strongest possible Zerker. One thing we can do is get the new prayers. We can unlock the Deadeye and the Hawkeye, or whatever they are. The increased prayers will only give us, I think, 1 combat level. So I would say it's pretty worth it to get that just 1 combat level for all the prayers. And then also the other thing that we could get is the Purging Staff, and we could also get the Ancient Staff and the Ultra Ring with DT too. So a lot of shit we could do on this account, a lot of progress to be had, so let's get to it. Haven't played the account in a little bit, so we just gotta redeem up a bond, and then we're going to get right to the Royal Titans. So first thing we're actually going to do is we need to get a lot of levels, and some of the levels we're going to need to get passively in the background, one of which being, of course, farming. We need to get like 65 farming, I believe, so start off with some trees. One last pest control game. Oh, I hate pest control. It is a terrible game. Alright, put this void top back. I cannot believe I lost a PKang. Alright, first one, cages and some arrows. Not the best first kill, but we'll get it. So when I first started out with this grind of Royals Titans, I didn't think it'd be too challenging because the boss is super easy to duo. I did have my friend Fame Melon help to duo, but one thing that I would recommend is if you're able to do the solo damage, the drop rate improves quite a lot. It is a 1 in 75 drop rate, and I want you guys to take a guess in the comments below just to see how dry I am in this video. I'm just forecasting this a little bit, but yeah, it definitely takes a little bit to get this drop. Alright. 150 kills. So after going dry at Royal Titans, I wanted to switch it up and do a little bit of skilling. I have a ton of skills that I need to do for this Grandmaster quest while Gothic sleeps. Some of the skills that I have to do left on this account would be 72 Thieving, 66 Agility, 65 Farming, 65 Herbler, and 62 Hunter. So I got a lot of work cut out for me. And Alright, should be the last one. Leave all these nuts behind, don't really need them. But yeah, huge. We'll definitely take that. Brings us one skill closer to finishing off. Alright, next thing we have to finish off is the Herbler real quick. Okay, let's hopefully finish off this thieving. I'll probably get stunned, of course I do, but yeah, so I just have basically farming left. That's the only skill I have to train, so I'm just going to do the quests slowly and then just farm along the way, because it'll probably take me like, I don't know, maybe like a day or 2 to do the quest, depending on how busy I am IRL. But the very long quest grind to get this staff. It's gonna take a little bit, but we'll speed through it. It'll probably be like 20 seconds for you guys. We'll see how long for me. I'm not the best quester. Complete. Alright, so this quest is gonna get us defense XP, but not enough to level up. 2k, I believe. See, with this quest, you actually get a warning. See, you complete the quest, gain experience. It should be 2k defense experience, but it will not level me. Let me make sure. Alright, so this quest has a ton of requirements, Defender of Arrow, but we have most of them done already, and yeah, that last quest was the last one, but it does get some defense XP, so you can't do Defender of Arrow on 1 defense spear. Alright, for that having a lot of pre-requirements, it was a pretty quick quest. I think this is the final part, what I believe. Yeah, this should be the final part. There we go. Nice. My gosh, I just looked up the next quest, the Path of Gluthery. Oh my god, I need 56 Slayer and another quest I've got to. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Start this first quest real quick, get this done, and then after this we'll do a little Slayer, I guess. Fuck. I guess it's good because eventually we're gonna do Monkey Madness and DT2 on this account, but yeah. This is gonna be a long one. Okay, here we are with Eye of Gluthery, and we can start the other quest, but I'm going to do all the other quests first, I think. I don't know. And then I'll do the skilling after. Switch it up a little bit. Usually I do the skilling first, but we'll switch it up. Okay, we got the extra Goutwit for the Dream Enter quest, so we should be good to go. Let's get right into that one. Right into Dream Mentor. Let's see. Quest, let's get it going. Little quick trip. If you just safe spot against this, and it does say it on the quest helper, so it makes it pretty easy. You can always just make this boss not too hard, and I know with 42 defense it can be a little tedious, but yeah, it's really not too bad. Alright, now we're back. I have the sealed passage. I think I get some XP for this. I checked and I don't think I get any XP and stuff that would ruin the account, but I gotta be careful because I do get an XP lamp. So let's make sure we don't troll this lamp. Alright, Dream Mentor complete. Wanted to took a little bit of time, but finally finished with it. We get some Slayer XP though, which is really nice. Get that total level up. So I did Tears of Gothics, and actually Slayer was my lowest skill at the time, so I did end up leveling it up. So I got lucky and got some free level. There we go. Another quest completed. Alright, just one more pre-quest to go, and then one more level. Nice. One of the best drops you can get from Worldly Slayer is the parchments. These parchments, look at this. I just got one drop off a Hellhound, 2.1 mil. Crazy. Alright, this should be 60 right here. Oh, never mind. Almost. Alright, now we have 60. Thankfully we weren't too far away. There we go, just 5 more levels to go, and then 3 more Slayer levels, and we're good. Here we are with the final requirement for Well Gothic Sleeves. This quest grind and skilling grind took a lot longer than expected, but it's going to be well worth it once you get this Persian staff. Okay, where it all begins. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully under like 2 or 3 hours. Surprisingly harder than I thought. It's kind of a difficult quest. It's not like crazy, but that was a kind of hard boss fight. Got it down though. Still had a good amount of supplies. Perfect. That should be it. Hell yeah, we'll definitely take it. There we go. Huge quest unlocked. There's a purging staff right there. Okay, I believe I talked to him, and then got a little bit of XP, and then I can make... Alright, next up I have to get 70 crafting to unlock the staff, and we also have to get fletching up as well, so we got some grinds to do to get these weapons unlocked, but the good news is the quest is done. Alright, hopefully this is the fastest method. It should only take like a couple hours. Alright, should finish off the final level. I've gotten so many skills up just to get this purging staff. I did not think the grind would be so long, but I guess it makes for a little bit more content and a little bit more of an experience. So this is the last level. We got 70. That's all we need, and then I already have the thing here. I think I just need this, an iron bar, and a battle staff. So let me grab that real quick and set it up. Alright, not too sure if I need to be near an anvil, but we will see in a second. Maybe. Purging staff? Tell me it just makes it like that. Okay, look at that. That is huge. Let's look at the difference. So, obviously we get the mage bonus, but look at this mage bonus difference. Okay, this is the mage bonus that we're rocking. Look at this. 89 plus the void gives a plus 10%, so that is an insane amount of mage bonus, plus this damage is really nice as well. There we go, the first kill. I did so much damage on that guy. That was absolutely insane. Any loot? Nah, not really, but still, it was fun. So, when I did a little bit of Pking, I wasn't having too much luck at all. I just kept chancing people left and right, never getting the RNG to get any kills. This put me on a little bit of a tilt, and I decided to, make some risky decisions after getting a couple chances. And one of these risky decisions ends up getting me mazed. I make a really bad play and get a really bad freeze, and I'm able to get de-speared in by one of the multi-teams that's around here in 305, and yeah, unfortunately I do lose the purging staff. If I was a little quicker, I could have hit a restore in between and tried to pray. After that, I decided to use the only other weapon I had left, which was the bow. So the bow is really good against peers, and it is able to do an incredible amount of DPS while making it also able to Gmaul off the bow. So it does give a good range for getting some kills, and I am able to lock up some nice kills here. And the first couple of kills of this account, and not the last. That's a hefty kill right there. We'll definitely take that. He was not expecting the Gmaul there. Ooh, way bigger than I thought. The B-ring's nice. Everything here is nice. So I was actually surprised that a lot of peers do end up fighting me on this build, even though this range is so overpowered, and I don't even have the prayer yet with this. Good fight. Oh, you did not expect that. You just got totally outlasted. God, I've been cleaning people up around here. Oh my god, I just killed him with a melee helmet on too. So funny. Let's see what he got. At 7.1 mil. We'll take it. We'll take it. The best part about the purging staff and the bow is they both have spec bars, so you're able to Gmaul right off them, allowing for some really insane combos and quick Right? Oh my gosh, I just killed this guy with the funniest combo ever. No way. I was gonna dark ball him after too. He just could not take the heat. How much was it? Nice, another good kill, 12 mil. So this guy must have been a little bit upset about dying that first time to an Outlast, so I ended up getting a rematch versus him. And as you guys can see, I'm up like 300 damage on him, so I'm surprised he ends up going for a rematch. But I am able to get lucky and get another Outlast kill on him. And this time it ends up being for a little bit more, it ends up being for 13 mil. After I got a couple of these kills on peers, the peers really weren't fighting me anymore, so I was ending up hitting them unskulled and still getting some good kills on them. Then I ended up fighting a really interesting account and finally met my match. I was finally able to get outlasted. A little rusty this fight, it was my first fight of the day, but I did get bested by this person and he did take me down for an 8 mil. Another thing that's super strong is the dark bow. It's pretty underrated for fighting peers. It always hits really high against them. That was a funny one. I got him after he ran away. He was not expecting that. Last second dark bow. Cleaned him up. See if he got anything on him. He had a noxious Albert. I ended up fighting this peer a couple times. He's actually pretty good and he does get me down a couple times to chanceable levels, but this fight was so funny. It ends up being I able to take a brew sip and then the brew sip allows me to get the free hit off, so I hit him with a 25 even though I brewed. Ended up getting a nice little 8 miller. So another move that works really well, if a person thinks that they outlasted you and they're just about to tell you out, you usually regen a lot of your specs, so you can just kind of go for a cheeky spec at the end. I end up doing this to this guy and I get a huge XP drop, which makes it so I get a lucky kill. I think this kill ends up being like 13 mil, so pretty good one. And then yeah, also another thing I do see is a lot of peers with Inferno capes. I'm surprised that there's so many people that do know how to do Inferno cape on this combat bracket. I kind of gmalled terribly there, but we'll take it. 2.3 mil, not bad. Good fight. That was a clean ass combo. Oh my god. Absolutely nothing that guy could do about that one. That was a nice one. We'll see what we get from the loot. Hopefully we can get a good bit. I don't think he was risking much. He was 5 levels higher than me, but it just seemed like he wasn't super great, so he probably wasn't risking too much. Oh, what? Wait. Did he forget to protect item on that AGS? Because that's a huge PK out of nowhere. Oh my god. We'll definitely take that. I think one of the best parts about this Void account is it is able to fight peers, and it is able to take out peers with no trouble at all, and a lot of the peers are the same level as me, so they feel pretty comfortable fighting me. So I have such a low combat bracket with 50 attack. Alright, looks like I got that guy too. Guess he wants me to fight his men now? I don't know. I guess he was fighting me on a little bit of a low level. Let's see if we get anything from it. Okay, 1.7 mil, not the best as the other guy, but still we'll take it. Here we are with the final Slayer level. This grind took forever, but we did get the final Slayer level for Monkey Madness, so we'll start it up. Okay, here we are with another quest. This is the last free quest we need. Let's see. I think there is like one gnome root. I don't know what this is. Let me look it up. Okay, that was pretty easy. There was a nice little guide on YouTube for it, and it came out a while ago, but it was super helpful. Honestly, there's gotta be more guides like that. Let's see if I can look up his YouTube. Finally done with Monkey Madness. Huge quest. We'll definitely take that. Use Ballista now. Kind of the whole reason I got this was because I was getting wrecked by a Woodger and Ballista. Plus, it's nice to have the Royal Seed Pod, and any quest is not like a bad quest. We'll take all the XP. Yeah, pretty huge unlock for this account, and it brings us ever closer to a couple more quests that we need to get completed for this account. Take a look at this. This is some of the loot that we got from Bounty, or not Bounty, I'm sorry. Some of the loot that we got from doing the Slayer grind. I thought I'd lose money doing Slayer. Turns out I'm like making a good amount. I think it only cost me like a couple million cannonballs, and I end up getting way more if these parchments ever sell. I might keep the parchments just in case, honestly. There we go. Ballista, no defense XP, boys. We did it. Okay, time to test out a little bit of this damage with this Ballista. Ballista is incredibly overpowered because I can use the Purging Staff, and I think I can hit 42s with that, and with the Ballista I can hit up to 53 max hits, so that combo stack with a Gmaul, it's pretty much unlivable for most circumstances. Good fight. Oh, that was a crazy spec. That was crazy. No way I pulled that off. Easy. You just see that spec? That was insane. Loot. 4.3 mil. We'll take it. Seen worse, seen better. Dude, this game is so dumb. There's no fucking way I die again like that. Good fight. Oh my gosh, I just got that craziest ballista kill on this guy. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Well, that ballista was insane. That ballista hit. I picky the mage. Yes, 16 mil kill. Huge, huge. Definitely take it. It's a big voider down. So after this, I went back to Titan and I ended up getting up to 400 kills, and I am still dry for the prayers. So it's kind of ridiculous how dry I'm going for these prayers. Oh my god, I got another fucking crown! What the fuck is going on? 6 crowns. A 1 in 62 chance I would have gotten the fucking prayer, and I've gotten 6 crowns. It's the same drop rate. Oh. Alright, 500 KC. Do I go 500 dry? Or is this the one? Oh, never lucky. Okay, you guys are not gonna believe what I got while playing mobile. After going incredibly dry for so long on mobile, I was just playing for a little bit, and look at this. Scroll all the way down. I finally did it. I unlocked the prayer scroll, and I was just waiting for this moment to finally read it and give it that full learn. There we go. Deadeye prayer unlocked. We will definitely take it. We will definitely take it. Does it like change the ordering in the spellbook now? I don't even know. Good fight. Nice. That was a huge kill. We'll definitely take that. He was so panicked about dying at the end, he just didn't know what to do about it. Oh my gosh. We'll definitely take that. Is that a big kill? That is quite the way to end off the video. We will definitely take that. Little 5 miller. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to take you guys out with a couple of the last PKs in this video. I do end up PKing a lot of money in this video. I think I end off with about 141 mil PK'd. I probably died like 3 or 4 times for a total of, I think it's like 8 to 10 mil a death. So I probably profited about 80, 90 mil. Most of the time was into making this account. But yeah, I'll put the loot tracker on screen and show off the final stats so you can kind of see what I did with this account. So if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys coming by.